Let's do the multi-screen chat here, and we are live and we are ready to go. I'll hit the
All
record
right.
button. All right, what's going on, guys? I'm Nick. He's Jake. We are Victory Formation, and welcome to Week 5 of our fantasy football recap. So, this is Week 5 going into Week 6. Jake, how you feeling,
It's
bud?
going hella fast, bro. I can't lie.
I know, right?
It's insane. Now we're in week 5 going on to week 6, which will be tomorrow. But so far so good, man. I'll give you my update so far with all my 4 fantasy leagues. The one that's really weird, I don't know why there's more wins. I don't know how it works like that, but I'm 7-3 in that league. So I'm ranked 3rd overall out of the 12-man league. And then believe it or not, I'm 3-2. For all my other 3 leagues. So, so far so good. Like to see more wins than losses, obviously. Hopefully, I reach over 500 for all my leagues. I mean, that's a big thing to ask for. But I got 2 wins and 2 losses for this week 5. So I had
Yeah,
an okay performance.
yeah, I
How
did
about you,
too.
Nick?
I did too personally. Week 5, I got 2 wins and 2 losses, mainly because I had Travis Etienne in a lot of my leagues, and he was the one that should have scored that touchdown on the last play of the game on Monday night.
Oh yeah, man. And how about, dude? How about that? You said Travis Etienne, right? That Jaguars Chiefs game.
Yeah,
That was huge. I mean, despite all the numbers, I mean, Travis Etienne, and I guess I can say this as a bust, but regardless of, I'm getting at, like, he had a really good performance excluding fantasy, but Trevor Lawrence did not put, like, really impressive numbers, because he had that one pick, and then he had no passing touchdowns, I believe. So,
yeah,
um,
yeah. That was
but yet
really
again,
all on the run game.
yeah, and we were saying this before in our phone call, like a little pregame, a little pregame talk of the Chiefs' status now because they're 2-3, same record as the Panthers that you like to add, and now there's a lot of questions being asked just from that game alone of the Jaguars and their status of being one of the AFC powerhouses this year. Also, you know, investing in Jaguars players. I know Brenton Strange he's injured, right? If I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah, Strange went into the
yeah,
IR.
I actually put Strange for that game, which he performed pretty well. But it's a shame. I mean, that's what happens in the game. But there's that, and then what's going on with if you're trying to invest in Kelsey or anyone in the Chiefs offense. I mean, I dropped Pacheco 2 weeks ago, and it saved me. It saved me a lot. I mean, it's way better. I mean, I have Rashad White, but unfortunately, Rashad White did not have a good game. Uh, but yet again, Pacheco has not been putting up good numbers, and he doesn't deserve to be in a running back or even a flex position. So
No, he does
it's a
not.
it's a lot. It's a lot of questions that need to be answered when it comes to, am I picking the right Chiefs player? Because it could be, there's so many weapons and threats in that team, but yet again they're not performing how they used to. So there's a lot of things when it comes to considering having Chiefs players on your team in your fantasy, because now 2-3 is a little shaky. Not doubting them, but yet again, I want to actually, focus on a previous comment you said before, like with our private conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if the Chiefs are even going to be, a dominant powerhouse, or if they're just going to be even in the playoff contention. I mean, we're talking about fantasy here, yes, but like this also means, will they have a steady regular performance like for the regular season?
I really do not think so. I mean, the AFC West is starting to get as dominant with other teams being in the playoff conversation, like the Broncos and the Chargers. So pretty much the Chiefs are going to be like outnumbered in terms of talent now because you lost Rashid Rice in the beginning of the season. You lost Xavier Worthy due to injury, and you lost a lot of your good talent on defense. that made that dynasty to begin with. So you have the Broncos and Chargers rising up in the stocks. The Raiders are going to be the Raiders, and then the Chiefs are plummeting down in stock. So that AFC West division is going to be pretty rough.
Yeah. Yeah, that Raiders team, I don't know, man. Raiders is just kind of like the little brother of the AFC West.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Raiders fans. I hate to say it like that, but yet again, when it comes to AFC West, it's a shame. I mean, when you're looking at it through being a Raiders fan, but even a Chiefs fan now. Now a lot of people are in shambles, and I'm assuming Chiefs fans also because you have a healthy Justin Herbert next to a talented Bo Nix. I mean, they're definitely one of the top 10 QBs in the league, no doubt. And there's a lot to be worried about. And I don't know, hopefully the Chiefs can pull through. They had pretty good. I mean, Patrick Mahomes and the team as well had really good performances against the Ravens. But yet again, I mean, come on, dude. Ravens are the worst defense in the league. They're ranked 32. They're the worst team. They're ranked 32nd, and they have the most points and yardage allowed. So it's like, I don't know the most points. I think that belongs to the Cowboys, but you know what I'm getting at here.
Yeah.
It's stating the obvious stat. I mean, we would have hoped that
teams that have been playoff
team
teams for the past 2 seasons have now died down on defense as the worst defenses in the NFL. Like,
that's tragic.
You're going to have teams like the Browns and teams like the Giants pounding on those 2 teams right now on defense,
which is insane. It really is. But hey, I mean, hopefully the Chiefs can get that spark again, and hopefully they can find something. If not, then they know what to work on, and Kelsey's going to retire. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of shoes that are going to need to be filled for this Chiefs seasons in order for them just to reach their expectations, which is now getting a little bit more difficult because they're making all these tiny mistakes that are causing them to lose these primetime games.
Yeah, like it's bad. It really is.
It's a messy situation, but yet again, we said, what's their next matchup? The Chiefs.
Chiefs have Sunday Night Football against Detroit.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. So if they lose against this game against Detroit, this is gonna be. Then that's when I feel like.
Yeah, that's when you start to hit the panic button on the Chiefs, and that is when
it's
now
gonna be code
they'll
red.
have the same record now as the New York Giants.
Dude, that's insane. And now we can talk about the New York Giants, dude. Whoa. I mean, like, we were talking about this for 10 minutes straight.
Yeah, we are very late to film week 5, but we're now just going to stick to week 6 because we're just going to talk about that New York Giants game.
We got to just, I mean, this whole episode is for week 5, but, dude, I mean, this is 2 days after the Thursday Night Football game against the Eagles. But have a day, Jackson Dart and mostly Cam Scatterbo, but also Jackson Dart. These two are unstoppable. Everyone loves them. Like, I've heard no one hate on these two. And you saw Cam Scatterbo, the CTE jokes, him ripping his shirt out in a post-game interview with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Dude, those things, and I said it before, it is so nice to see the New York Giants actually have personality.
Yeah, I don't understand, all the CTE jokes surrounding Cam Scatterbo, but this is, old school powerhouse hard-nosed football that Cam Scatterbo is playing right now. He put up almost 100 yards rushing, but Richard Sherman said, get those 2 fucking yards! But aside from that, he did get 3 touchdowns, and he did put me 31 fantasy points in my main 12-man league, so I'm perfectly fine.
I mean, that's what happens when your main guy in the running back and in your lineup is giving you 98 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. I mean, the chemistry's already there.
Yeah, and this was better than Jonathan Taylor's stat line from from last week against the Raiders. He only put up 66 yards off 17 carries. Scatterbo put up 19 carries for 98 yards and 3 touchdowns. So this was a way better stat line than JT.
It is because he has that good red zone presence, especially against an Eagles defense. I mean, the former Super Bowl champion team.
Without Jalen Carter
and they won.
Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, and they won with a 2-score lead. Like
Yeah,
that's crazy.
a
That's something that
17
we've
point
never
lead.
seen.
They won with
Yeah.
that.
So, good day for Giants fans. Even if they are under 500, 2-4, and if I'm not mistaken, now what are they? Third in the league, or are they still fourth?
What in the NFC East?
Yeah.
Right now they're still fourth
Sorry.
behind the Cowboys because
So
the Cowboys
yeah,
have that tie with 2-2-1. Philly
yeah.
has 4-2. The Commanders are 4-2,
So
but
regardless of
the
the
Commanders
Cowboys
are
do,
still three and
yeah,
two.
yeah. If the Cowboys do lose this, I mean, I wish. I mean, I feel like Jackson Dart came in at the most perfect time. Well, yeah. I mean, when they were facing the Chiefs a little bit, but I mean, his first game against the Chargers, um, it was perfect. I mean, it was just about that time. Dable was on the hot seat. He's getting nervous. I mean, remember, like, let's just like go a little bit, a little flashback just from this week, the new, week 6, like when Jackson Dart was in the concussion protocol tent and he was freaking out to the doctor. Like Dable needs this man. He like Jackson Dart is his lucky rabbit's foot.
Yeah,
You know?
I know. Dayball needs to just chill the fuck out, man.
Yeah, he's got to chill a little bit. I mean, like this is. I get it. You want your star player in. I
This
mean, we
is
can
grounds
call
for
him that now.
disciplinary action. You already seen that press release
Yeah,
from John Mara, and we already
exactly.
said he
But it
talked to
doesn't.
Brian Dayball about it.
Right. But it doesn't get any better than this, man. I'm telling you, because now Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo, and there's no Malik Neighbors. I mean, and there's a lot of it. I mean, there's been some injury protocols in this Giants team also, and they somehow defeat the Super Bowl defending champs. So this is really a good day for the Giants, and this is New York's team. I mean, I hate to say it, Jets fans, but let's get a win. Hopefully, they can get a win this week. I
Well,
think they're.
it's not going to be easy because they got Denver in London.
Yeah, that's gonna be a morning game too. So Um, hopefully, man. I mean, speaking of the only benefit from the Jets season, and hope I'm crossing my fingers we get to see more of him, and there's no injuries. Like I'm crossing my fingers. They are locked in. Is Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, I think, is, if I'm not mistaken, top 5. I think he's ranked 5th for receiving yards so far this season. And dude, he's having one heck of a season. He's performing really well. And regardless of the Jets, dire situation with their offense and their play calling, I mean, Garrett Wilson's still doing his job, and he's putting up some great numbers for fantasy. So,
Yeah,
um,
not to mention Brees Hall too.
yeah, yeah,
Brees Hall, fresh off of Braylon Allen being on the IR, and what looked to
yeah.
be the committee back between these two. Brees Hall really stepped up big time, and
Well, Brees Hall needed to, I mean,
he
like
really needed to
Brees
step
Hall,
up.
and we're talking about the running back, you know, expectancy, like the career expectancy, which ranges, I think, if in my opinion, like 5 to 8 years, 8 years if they're lucky. I mean, we're seeing Derrick Henry, he's 31, and I know regardless a little bit of the poor, we'll talk about him a little bit later. He didn't really put up good numbers for fantasy week 5, but my point being is just staying healthy and giving that kind of just giving that exposure that you've been in the league for so long just to keep up to date and still be like a notable name, not only in fantasy but in the league. And Brees Hall is one of those running backs. I loved seeing Brees Hall play. Ever since he got drafted, they got good picks. The Jets. It's just how are they going to use this talent?
It all comes down to coaching. Like if you have
That's
if
what
you
I'm
have
saying.
all the
Like
talent necessary to be a great team, it all
you
comes
really
down to
do.
coaching.
Yeah, it goes both ways, from the player to the coach, the relationship and the chemistry. So I think the Jets need to figure that out, and don't worry about a winning season. I'm not saying it's impossible. I mean, it's very hard and unlikely for the Jets situation now because they have the worst record in NFL in the league. But are they the only team that hasn't gotten a win this season?
Yeah, the Jets are the only team
Oof.
that haven't gotten the win.
Yeah, it's tough. But
And
no,
we thought the Giants or Saints would go that far, but no.
that's what I'm saying. No, I guess not. But no. But here's the thing, though, Nick. I mean,
Let alone the Colts. We all thought the Colts
oh
would go that
God,
far because of the
dude.
quick QB situation, but we were
Yep,
proven wrong with Daniel Jones.
exactly. It was so shocking seeing that. But everyone, I mean, now everyone. I mean, Giants fans aren't frustrated anymore, so there's no hard feelings. You know, Jackson Dart's doing them. You know, like I don't know. It's just like everyone's happy at the end. So far, so good. But
Yeah,
just to finish up on the Jets thing. I mean, Justin Fields, that situation. I just look. I know you don't have like a very strong arm quarterback in the league. Justin Fields, you know, sometimes doesn't. I get it. I understand that there's a little bit of like faults and mishaps when it comes to the Jets offense, but I feel like Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall are still doing their jobs. There's still
yeah,
potential
yeah,
left. All they got to be doing is focusing on getting those few wins. Like they got to just like it's literally it's they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot, and I don't know. I just feel like their personal wins is just like working on what they need to do when it comes to working with their offense and their play calling. So
yeah.
doesn't even matter at this point with the record. I mean, it matters obviously. That's what the whole point is, to have a good record. But you know what I'm trying to get at, Nick?
Yeah, I understand.
Like investing in your players in the right way.
So yeah, let's move on to who we think belongs on Bust Anonymous for week 5. I hate to say this, but Benchwarmer Brand, my glorious king, he did not post a Bust Anonymous for week 5. He had some ideas for the content because of what was going on for week 5 during the NFL season with all the upsets and all like the great ideas for new content. So I stepped in as his apprentice to take over for Bust Anonymous for week 5, and here are my 5 biggest busts of the week. So number 1 has to be Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Put up,
Yeah, I was gonna say Derrick Henry. He put 38 yards in nothing.
yeah,
I mean, game script that killed his usage.
yeah. Number 2 is Quentin Johnson.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, Quentin Johnson put so many good numbers this past season. Like, this past game. I'm sorry, my mistake. These past games. So I mean, it was bound to happen. You know.
Yeah. Number 3 and our bust of the week is James Cook.
Yeah, bro. What happened?
Yeah, I'm as shocked as you are to say that the Buffalo Bills lost to the New England Patriots. Like,
No, I'm not surprised. I mean, like, I mean, look, we are surprised because it is the Buffalo Bills, and they should have been. They should have been.
they should have been
I don't
undefeated
know,
till at
man. Not saying
least
that
like week
it wasn't
7.
an easy game to win, but yet again, like, I
Yeah,
don't know. When it
like you and
comes
I
to
talked about the Patriots giving them a scare, but like not like that much trouble. I mean, come on.
yeah, I agree.
And
Tragic, but
and,
like
and
I
yet,
said, what are you
he
gonna
decided to cook all the fantasy owners. Get what I said there?
do? Yeah.
um, but yeah, he's our bust of the week for week 3. I don't know, for week 5. Excuse me. Number 4,
Right.
there are some honorable mentions on here, like Woody Marks. I'd say AJ Brown definitely busted hard again.
Dude, yeah, AJ Brown. I don't know. He's in everyone's bench now.
Yeah,
And if he's not on your bench, then that's the reason why you're not winning fantasy. Um, I mean, I don't want. We were just talking about Garrett Wilson. He was kind of a bust this week, but I don't
not
know. It
really. I
just.
mean, during garbage time, he put up like a touchdown.
Well, yeah, I guess, but
Um, but number 4 has to go to Alvin Kamara.
oh yeah, yeah,
Imagine getting out touched by your backup running back Kendre Miller, and to have Miller be considered a waiver wire pick for week 6.
right. Yeah, that's true.
And I already mentioned Travis Etienne for earlier in the show, but he's number 5.
Yeah. Um, I got Rashad White.
Oh, Rachaad White?
Yeah, didn't. Well, I think he only put up. I'm sorry. Hold
He
on.
scored a touchdown.
Oh God, wait. I got the wrong week. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and he was the number
Mentally,
one. He was the number
Yeah,
one
sorry.
because Bucky
Yeah.
Irving got hurt.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Not Rashad White. It's one of those days, Nick.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I talked about the Eagles wide receivers a little bit. Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. That was a little bit of a disappointment. Um, I don't know. I mean,
Zach Ertz put up a goose egg.
who did?
Zach Ertz, he put up a goose egg for the Commanders.
Oh yeah, no, I know. His value's been going up.
And Juwan Johnson really surprised me because he was a trending tight end all going up from weeks like 1 through 3, and then he just somehow collapsed.
Yeah, no, that's true, man.
His stock definitely went down because Taysom Hill is set to be coming back.
Yeah. Oh, you know who's I'm trying to think. I can't even pronounce his name right. Amari.
Amarion Hampton.
You know, Amari Demercado.
Oh, Amari Demercado. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You speak of this
him.
kid, right? And he makes one of the worst mistakes in NFL history.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I'm sorry. Yeah, that would be in my opinion, man, that would be my top bust of the week.
Amari Demercado, yeah. Why would you pull up Deshaun Jackson and drop the ball before you cross the goal line? Like, Adonai Mitchell did the same thing last week.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. I really don't know why. And I don't know, man. It's just
like if you
game
have
full of
any passion
mistakes
about the game of football, if you have any passion about the game of football and you plan to go into college or plan to go into the NFL, stop dropping the ball before you cross the goal line. I get that you're trying to celebrate a good touchdown, but it's just one of the biggest mistakes you'll ever make, and you'll get flamed at by all of your coaches combined.
Yeah, that's something yeah, I agree. That's something that's going to forever haunt you in your career. And that discussion with this coach, there's been a little bit of controversy in social media about that, of how he was, hitting his, just hitting Amari. I don't know, just we were talking a little bit about that when it came to, obviously him owning up to his mistakes. But I don't know, man. Just seeing that was kind of brutal between him and Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah, I mean, he did deserve to get fined, but the fine that he actually got, that was kind of uncalled for. I mean, I get it was disciplinary action for doing a incredibly stupid mistake that cost your team the game.
Yeah, I mean,
he deserved to get fined for
that was
like,
pretty bad.
I think the fine he got though was completely unnecessary.
I mean, it's an $100K fine. That's crazy. I mean, obviously, that's something you don't want to be seeing in general. It's not really the most professional way of how to handle it. But, yeah.
I think he took it way too far.
Get it. Yeah, he took it way too far. I don't agree with how he was using that, but, of how he was just. I mean, obviously, it's the heat of the moment. You get angry. But laying your hand on a player is just uncalled for. And I get it. Sometimes you want to like grab their face mask and like intimidate them and be like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you making these stupid decisions?" Like, I can put a high schooler, not like a high schooler, but I could put like someone that wants it even more on the field, and they wouldn't be making me like they wouldn't make me look like an ass. Like it's just obviously you give so much faith into a player, and then it's also his job's on the line too when it comes to Gannon. So I get it. I get the frustration. And, you've been practicing and been going through the drills, so much repeatedly. It should be like automatic.
Yeah.
So I get it, but I don't agree with putting your hand on another player. It's unnecessary, and I think it's frowned upon, and it should be. I'm happy he kind of got called out for it.
Okay, moving on, we got our starts and sits for week 6.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got my list right here, and I am going to start with my first start of the week, and it's going to be Tetairoa McMillan.
Okay, yeah, I like that. McMillan's a safe pick.
I am not going to be surprised if he scores his first touchdown against one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
Yeah. No, I agree.
The Cowboys defense allows the second most yards to wide receivers in the NFL.
Right.
So I won't be surprised if Ted McMillan finally gets his first score. I mean, he was that close to getting it the first 5 weeks, but he didn't get it.
Yeah, I like that.
He's really due for a score.
Yeah, I think it's about that time. My start would be this is a tight end, so I'm kind of like I don't know where I like Jake Ferguson a lot. I have him as my main tight end, so I think
that's fair. I mean, last week against the Dolphins, they let me actually look up Darren Waller's stat line real quick because Panthers actually did play against the Dolphins last week, and Darren Waller went crazy stupid.
Yeah.
No wonder why he's averaging 20 points a game after 2 weeks, which is absolutely bonkers to me.
How's you like? That's something you don't even expect from, especially from Darren Waller, who came back to the league. Like,
so his stat line, he went a perfect 5 for 5, 5 catches on 5 targets, 78 yards, and still 0 touchdowns. But he's still put up 21 points.
Yeah, no, that's huge.
Well, that's in my league because I allow 1.5 points PPR for tight ends. But I'll have to look up the point value for any other fantasy leagues. So I'll have to take a look here at players, tight ends.
My start for week 6, in my opinion. Now this might be a little risky because they're going up against a tough team, the Buccaneers. But
49ers, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what about Kendrick Bourne?
Oh yeah, because we'll have to find out. We'll have to find out about the status of Ricky Pearsall. He's dealing with a knee injury. Brock Purdy's still going to be out, so Mac Jones is still taking over.
And Mac Jones is doing a phenomenal job.
And I'm looking at Waller's stat line right now against the Panthers. He went a perfect 5 for 5 for 78 yards. He averaged 15 yards a catch. So
yeah,
and he's got 18.8 points against Carolina, which is still very, very good. He's averaging right now close to 18 points a game in regular PPRs.
Yeah.
So, which by the way, my next start, it's Darren Waller.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy that we're even mentioning his name, but he deserves a lot of respect, Darren Waller. And if he keeps up what he's doing now, then I mean, he's doing really good. And we really don't hear those kind of comeback, out of retirement, stories.
Yeah.
I mean, except for Tom Brady, of course.
If Darren Waller continues his consistency going forward, he may be on the quest for comeback player of the year.
Yeah. I could see that from happening for sure.
Yeah, coming back off retirement and averaging 15 points a game. Yeah, I could definitely see that as a comeback player of the year material.
Yeah.
So anyway, my first sit though. You already mentioned this guy during this week, but it's Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already mentioned this guy, but it's Garrett Wilson.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, he's been carrying the Jets offense like crazy, but
he'll be locked in against Pat Surtain.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Forget about it.
Going against one of the best receivers in the league, yeah, that's a tough match.
Yeah. Nah, that's going to be a challenge for Wilson. And even if he does overcome from this, then, I mean, I can't really see him putting up some big numbers against this game, but Broncos have this, like, I mean, hopefully they have this and there's no upset, but I don't really see that happening,
No. And I already mentioned 2 starts, but my next sit is going to be a running back, and it is going to be Jaylen Warren.
Who?
Jaylen Warren from the Steelers.
Oh. Yeah, man. Oh,
Browns have one of the better total defenses in the NFL, and against the run, they're crazy stupid against the run.
You weren't really big on, like, Steelers running backs as it is. I mean, really, I don't know.
Yeah, Caleb Johnson basically just got canceled from the NFL after that horrible special teams misplay in week 2, and then you have Jaylen Warren, and Kenneth Gainwell, who are still trying.
I
But
mean, Kenneth Gainwell put up that crazy game when he had 31 points.
yeah, and which one was that? That was
Um,
against the Vikings.
this was week 4, I think.
That was against the.
So
I think that was the Dublin game against the Vikings.
yeah, against the Vikings, he really popped off. So, yeah, but that's something that I mean, happy that I started Gainwell, but I don't think I'm ever gonna see that again. Forget
Yeah,
it. But
yeah,
at least I had it. I mean, I guess my luck didn't completely fade away.
yeah.
Um, I have another. All right, so I guess, man, I just think when it comes to when it comes to that, what are we talking about?
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
we're going start sets.
Yeah, I think honestly, hmm, I'm trying to look. Why am I? Why? What is going on here? Sorry,
I don't know what's going on.
a lot.
What's going on with your
Trying
setup?
to, pretty bad. No, sorry. There it is. Finally. No, I don't know what's going on with my connection. Um, but no, Puka Nakua obviously must start, and Kyron Williams. I feel like this Rams offense is gonna pop off for this week.
Yeah. Um, both Kyron Williams and Blake Corum doing their thing too. They'll probably run a committee against this
Yeah.
Ravens defense.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
And then I thought also, I mean, I hope people still have George Pickens in there. I mean, I'm still starting George Pickens. He's been going like crazy.
oh yeah, I mean, we're still watching over CeeDee Lamb in that ankle injury, but
Yeah.
he was ruled out again
Yeah.
this week. So yeah, George Pickens is expected to go crazy stupid.
George Pickens is doing a great job being a wide receiver 1. So him and Javonte Williams are really carrying this Cowboys offense.
Yeah, Javonte Williams
they're doing
obviously being the star of my 20-man fantasy league. He put up 26 points last week, so I'm really, really hyped about that.
Yeah, exactly.
My next
So
start is from the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football, and it's Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
yeah. JCM.
They said that he's going to take over the backfield duties for Washington.
He so will. And since that Eckler injury, I mean, I bet you. I mean, this sounds really bad. Not that we should be celebrating anyone's injury, but people that JCM owners are like, oh, finally, it's a good investment, and now he's going to be getting more reps. This is his time to shine. And he's doing just that. So I think he should be a must start, and there's no risk behind it because he's doing his job. Jane Daniels is back, and his Commanders' offense is going to be better than ever. I mean,
yeah, man.
Hopefully.
And my final sit for this week is going to be Juwan Johnson.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed are obviously going to be getting a much better target share against that Patriots defense. Also, Alvin Kamara and Kendre Miller are still going to be running that committee against that Patriots D-line.
Right.
So expect a lot less from Juwan Johnson. Either a tight end or a flex. Expect a lot less.
Yeah.
Not to mention Taysom Hill is still going to be running some plays out there.
I want to add this for someone maybe. I know I've been going crazy with like tight ends and crap, but in my opinion, someone that I would kind of keep my eye out for is David Njoku for the Browns.
I still think that Njoku and Harold Fannin Jr. are going to get a split target share because Harold Fannin Jr. In London last week, he connected with Dylan Gabriel for their first NFL touchdowns.
That's true. Yeah.
Even though Njoku got a much bigger target share last week, but expect both him and Harold Fannin to get a much equal target share under Dylan Gabriel.
I think Dylan Gabriel loves passing it to like the tight ends. Through my opinion,
Hey, if I were a
I
quarterback,
think
I would
so.
love my tight end too.
Yeah, and they're very valuable,
I
and
would run a
just
lot more of the West Coast game, like a lot of the West Coast offense. Use the receivers in like the short game, and then use your tight ends as like checkdowns and like the pass plays.
right.
And I would also get my running back involved in the pass game.
Yeah,
That's how they Bill Walsh 49ers ran the West Coast offense.
49ers do it. I mean, they've always been such a consistent team and how they run their offense. So no doubt.
Hey, yo, Sam on TikTok. Thanks for the follow, guys. I really appreciate that.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate the support.
All right. So moving on, we got some waiver wires to get to. So I got one of each position this week. I'm not gonna go like anything like too broad or anything about that. I'm gonna have like one waiver wire pickup for each position, assuming that the percentage of availability in most leagues. So for my quarterback, it's Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, all right. I like that. I mean, a lot of people might be skeptical because it's a Browns quarterback. You know how it goes with that,
But he's a
you
young,
never know.
talented quarterback. We saw what he could do in London. He really didn't get much turnovers. He actually had a pretty good passer rating overall. That game just came down to the final play.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty. I think that's a really. It's kind of risky, but like, I kind of like it at the same time.
Yeah, I mean
So
it's a bit risky, but if Dylan Gabriel's still available, I would definitely pick him up as like a stash, just like we said with Jackson Dart a couple weeks ago. See how things go.
yeah, I
Um,
agree. So we were talking about the Braylon Allen injury, and that Brees Hall's getting a lot of reps now. But since he's now acquiring with the number 2 running back role, I think Isaiah Davis, he can like. I feel like maybe depends. I
I think,
mean,
yeah, I still have a feeling that Isaiah Davis though might be like more of a situational sort of running back,
hmm
kind of like how,
but yet again, those situational running backs sometimes put up some good numbers for you.
yeah, kind of like
But
how Cam
that's
Scadaboo was more of a situational running back when Tyrone Tracy was the starter. Now that Cam Scadaboo is the
yeah,
full-time starter, you can basically just use either Singletary or Tracy as in any situation you basically need. Like if you need to get Cam Scadaboo
right.
a much needed rest, or
hmm
like give him a third down off. I think Isaiah Davis will be that more of a situational back when Brees Hall needs like a much needed rest.
Yeah. I also saw like keep my eyes out for Jalen Coker for the Panthers.
Yeah, because isn't he coming off of the injury reserve too?
He's coming off that quad injury, yeah. So
Yeah.
he's going to be all good.
Speaking
He's
of the
all good for. I
Panthers,
mean, he's listed as questionable, but
yeah,
I think he.
keep an eye on him. And speaking of the Panthers, my waiver wire running back, pick him up if you can, if he's still available. But it's Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, wow. I mean, I don't.
32.6 points last week.
He popped off. He went
He
crazy.
went stabbing.
No, he did go a little bit stupid, but it's good to see Rico Drattle back in action again. So
Yeah, and thankfully
hopefully he
not on the
keeps that up.
Cowboys.
Yeah, right. I mean now he's keeping that up with the Panthers. So far so good, but we'll see. I mean
I would
it's
definitely
too
still keep an
early
eye
to
on Chuba.
call,
I would
but
still
keep an
definitely
eye
keep an
out
eye
for
on
him.
Chuba Hubbard in case like if you want to trade for him.
Yeah, I think he's a good alternative for trades. Because he's one of my flexes in my leagues.
Yeah, I would definitely still keep an eye on Chuba Hubbard's injury condition in case you want to make like a trade. I think he would be more so like a buy low rather than a sell high.
Right. Yeah, it's more of a low than yeah. Because yeah, it's a little bit risky like giving Chuba away, but I feel like you can get a lot of good returns
Yeah,
for giving an RB1 like that. But yet again, realizing that Rico Drattle can possibly be sharing more targets, and then you kind of pull the carpet and under your opponent's feet, like doing the trade with, and then you get like a good wide receiver or someone like a tight end, just to get Chuba away. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that he's bad or anything. I'm just saying like target shares really matter.
Yeah, my wide receiver waiver wire pick, I'm sure he got drafted in a lot of draft boards to come week 1, but lately he did not see a lot of the target share before the bye week, but now he's expected to get a lot of it. Now that Caleb Williams is thriving with giving the ball to one
Mm-hmm.
more of his targets, but it's Luther Burden.
Oh wow, yeah.
He had that huge game against the Cowboys in week 3, and he's going to a Monday Night Football game against the Washington Commanders, where a lot will be expected out of him.
Yeah, there is, man. I mean, I would say just acquire him when you have the chance. I mean, young player, man. He's got a lot. He's got a lot of expectations ahead of him. But I think I agree with you, Luther Burden the third. Just if you have nothing really much to lose,
Yeah,
I would feel. But
put him in as like a flex option, and you'll be set for life.
I would say flex. Yeah, don't go all crazy putting a wide receiver one.
Nah, I would
But
definitely
I
put him
like
in
that,
at
Nick. That's a
flex
really good
and see where
selection.
things
Don't.
go. But
Yep. Don't doubt the Bears, baby.
yep. In my tight end option, again another flex option, but he has been kind of popping off a lot lately, especially like garbage time for the Jets situation. But it's
Mm-hmm.
Mason Taylor.
Oh wow.
You know how Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor, they love to feed the tight ends an awful lot. And
Mm-hmm.
now with the first string tight end down, it's now time for Mason Taylor to really do his thing. He put up
Right.
17.7 points in normal PPRs.
Yeah. I think that's really good for him.
I know, right?
It's one of those things that I mean, you like seeing, but the question is like, I mean, who's no offense to anyone, but like, who's owning? Like, I don't know who's really putting Mason Taylor in their roster.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
those are my waiver wire pickups. But before we get into our predictions, real quick, we want to answer some like questions going on in the chat right now because TikTok really been popping off with the chats lately on who to start versus who to sit. So first things first, from Whiskey Ron 316, Mason Taylor or AJ Barner at tight end.
Ooh, that's. I don't know. That's really. I'm gonna go with Barner.
Yeah, AJ Barner.
I gotta go with Barner. I don't know.
I'd say
I
AJ
would,
Barner got a lot better target share for the Seahawks.
and he's a way better touchdown threat in my opinion.
Yeah, he's really become Sam Darnold's top target.
If I were you, just
other than JSN and Torrey Horton.
yeah, give your time to AJ Barner. It's more. It's worth it. I'm not too sure about Taylor. It's just because the Jets have a shaky offense, and the Seahawks. I mean, Seahawks are they're always been a good consistent team, regardless of Sam Darnold being their quarterback. I mean, Sam Darnold's not even a bad quarterback. It's just I would give my time to Barner. He's got way more target shares, and he's playing a bigger role in this offense.
Yeah,
than a lot of people
true.
would think.
That's true. Next up, we have Gerardo asking for flex option. Quinshon Judkins or Garrett Wilson.
Ooh.
For a flex
well,
option.
we did say to sit Garrett Wilson, but I don't know. I kind of like
I really do like Quinshon Judkins though.
I like Judkins, man. I don't know. I just feel like I mean he put up. I mean let's just think about it like this, like, dude, Quinshon Judkins put like Judkins 110 yards against the Vikings. So I mean. He really had a great game. I mean, he's putting up some really reliable numbers. So.
Yeah, let's see. Nick Rodino asks, start Rome Odunze over Emeka Egbuka?
No.
Absolutely
no. Emeka Egbuka is going to be your offensive rookie of the year. And I'm not saying, I mean, like, that's I know I started off a little bit like, oh, well, obviously he's in the top contender. He's a great rookie, but I don't really see him like he's putting up some really historic numbers. And I'm not saying not downsizing Roman Dunze, but still, like
Yeah, don't
I
get
would
me
give
wrong. I love
no,
Romo Dunze and his
yeah,
connection with Caleb Williams, but I still think Emeka Ibuka is a much more talented wide receiver one, and he's going to be your offensive rookie of the year for sure.
right, right. So yeah, I
Um,
think Emeka Buga it is.
let's see. Utter Buffoonery asks Rico Dowdle over George Pickens in the flex option.
No, you
I,
leave George Pickens. I know it's really look. Here's the thing, in my opinion. I love having George Pickens because he's the wide receiver one. He's the main priority. I know it really depends on the Cowboys' performance, and with running back, it's a little different because it's when it comes to having a running back as a flex, they're very independent because it really matters not only in the quarterback, but it's a little different between wide receiver and running back. Obviously, I know they're two different positions, but running back's always the way to go with flex usually, in my opinion. But I feel like George Pickens should not be sidelined.
no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
What's our next one here? Tim asks, would you trade DK Metcalf for Trevion Henderson? I'm deep at wide receiver.
Travion Henderson. And then he said, who else? He said DK Metcalf?
He would trade DK Metcalf for Trevion Henderson because he's deep at the wide receiver position. Like, he's got a lot of depth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we saw his roster, that would be a different story. I don't know look, if he's having crisis in his wide receiver room, and he has enough stable running backs, and I mean, do it.
Yeah.
Because DK Metcalf has still got it. Aaron Rodgers obviously does. I mean, we'll see against this game this week against the Browns. But they're 3-1 this Steelers team. They just had a bye week, if I'm not mistaken, last week. So now they're coming off from the bye week, and I feel like DK Metcalf is worth it. I know I'm really wide receiver heavy this week, but I mean he's been talking to town.
Yeah. M. Samer asks Ted McMillan over Devontae Adams.
Ooh, you know what? That's tricky because Ted McMillan is such a young threat. He's been putting up some great numbers for Bryce Young and the Panthers offense in general. But now Devontae Adams, he's been putting up consistent numbers lately. No risks of injury so far, so good. He's been keeping healthy. He's been a great threat, and ooh, that's really up to him. It's not really much of a loss in my opinion because there's such two good talents. So it's really up to him. But if you were, according to me, I would leave McMillan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see.
If it
The
were
Rams
me,
are going. Well, the Rams are going against. No, hold on,
Rams are going
because
against
the Rams are
Baltimore.
going against the Ravens. So if you really wanted to, I don't know. I would kind of if it was to a mediocre defense, then I would say
I'd say
keep
it
it
really
up.
depends, though. If you have the room to spare to put both men in your starting lineup, I would definitely take advantage and do it. I would put Ted McMillan at the wide receiver position, and if Devontae Adams is projected to score more than your flex option, put Adams in your flex.
Yeah, I like that. Sorry, I hate to tell you this in the show, but I gotta be somewhere soon. 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right. So I'll just ask some more answer some more questions here while he goes away. So Jackson says, do I start Brees Hall or J.K. Dobbins? Dobbins against the Jets or Brees Hall against the Broncos. I would definitely say J.K. Dobbins. If I'm being honest with you, DK Chow says trade Bowers and Lev McConkey for Rashee Rice and Travion Henderson. I already have Jake Ferguson starting. I mean, Rashee Rice is going to be out for another week, and plus Travion Henderson is going to be way less value considering that the Patriots coaching staff is not giving Henderson the ball a lot more than he should be. So no, I would not accept that trade at all. Giants Mets NY says Mac Jones or Sam Darnold. Oh, that's a tough question. So if I'm being completely honest with you, it's Mac Jones, the backup quarterback for the Niners, or Sam Darnold, who is going to be facing the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road. Both quarterbacks are going to be on the road anyway. But depending on both the talent around them, I would definitely say you got Mac Jones in that one because you still got Kendrick Bourne, you still have Christian McCaffrey healthy, and plus you got a lot more target options, including Jake Tonges, the backup tight end. So I would definitely say Mac Jones over Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sweet, Jake's back. So you said you got to be somewhere like 5 to 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, so let's just go ahead and take care of our speed runs real quick for our predictions. Thank you to everybody on TikTok for submitting all your questions. But for right now, let's just get into our predictions for Week 6. Let's run through those real quick. So Week 6 Thursday Night Football already happened. It was the Giants against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm pretty sure we both took the Eagles in that one, but the Giants shot us all.
Can't believe that. That's insane. We already talked about that. Broncos Jets.
Sunday morning football in London. Broncos Jets.
Give me Broncos.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. Give me the Denver Broncos. I already answered the question about which one of the two running backs should they start, J.K. Dobbins or Breece Hall. I definitely took J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins he's been one of the best running backs in the league. Hopefully he keeps it up, and against this Jets defense, I don't think it's going to be a threat really. So no worries for Dobbins, and I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
So will the Broncos.
Arizona Cardinals at the Indianapolis Colts.
Give me Colts.
Yeah.
You're in yeah. I'm not even saying this for record purposes. I just think the Colts are in such a hot streak right now. I don't think they're in competition next to a visiting Cardinals team. So, yeah. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. This one's really tough to pick. Los Angeles Chargers against the Miami Dolphins in Miami.
It's gonna be crazy, but just give me the Chargers.
I think I have the Chargers too in that one.
I just have a feeling because I don't know. I know it's home advantage and they're in the Hard Rock.
Chargers.
Yeah, give me the Chargers.
Yeah, so I agree with you. Patriots and Saints. I got the Patriots.
Yeah, so do I. I don't really. It's not really a second thought in my head of thinking that the Patriots can lose this one. Drake May's just been so consistent with Hunter Henry, Kayshon Boutte, Travion Henderson. He's got so many threats, and he's a great quarterback that works around it all. So Patriots are winning by a landslide.
Yeah, I gotcha. So we're the Cleveland Browns, and they're taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh's definitely favored by 6.5, but I'm still taking the money line. Give me Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
at home
Pittsburgh.
Too.
I'm picking Pittsburgh. We have a lot of alike decisions here.
Yeah, well, because we're the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
But all jokes aside, though, next we have the Dallas Cowboys at the Carolina Panthers.
Give me Cowboys.
I'd still say give me the Cowboys. That offense is actually really good to make up for that defense. It was one of the more lackluster in the league.
Yeah, that's I feel like the offense overpowers the defense a lot in the Cowboys team, but yet again, I feel like they can hold their ground and just stop the Panthers. And really, not saying it can go both ways, but I just mostly see the Cowboys taking this one.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
And if not, they're on fraud watch.
Yeah, so the Seattle Seahawks traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. So
this is going to be game of the week.
Here's my thing with this one. The Jags actually got a primetime victory against the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think coming off of that huge win at home, taking on the Seahawks, who are arguably much better at home, I'm still picking the home team. Give me Jacksonville.
I'm gonna agree with you again, bro. I thought you
Give
were gonna
me
say the Seahawks, but
give me Jacksonville
I
plus one and
like
a
the
half.
Jaguars. I like how Trevor Lawrence has been playing lately. It's just the Trevor Lawrence I saw in Clemson, and it's great. And
And and
I just
and it's
feel
good
like this is
and it's
gonna be
good to see Liam Cohen actually using Travis Hunter in an offensive scheme.
about time, dude. Like when were we gonna see that? Like I feel like especially Jaguars fans and Travis Hunter fancy owners. I mean, patience is running thin a little bit, but good. I'm happy Travis Hunter's actually getting more usage of the ball and just target shares in general. And I think the Jaguars are going to take this one. It's going to be a close race, though. It's going to be neck and neck.
Yeah,
I have
I
a
can agree
feeling.
with you on that. Los Angeles Rams travel to the Baltimore Ravens.
We're taking the Rams.
Rams. Whose
Yeah, Cooper
house?
Rush is still
Rams
there. Forget
house.
it. Yep.
Um, I think this game's gonna be the snooze fest, but it's the Las Vegas Raiders against the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a matchup. But you know what? These kind of games need to happen. I feel like both 1-4 teams. Brock Bowers is out with this PCL. I think something's going on with his sprain. So that's going to be a really big. That's taking a lot of out
Well,
of that
remember they
Raiders
still got
team.
the run game in Ashton Genty.
That is true, and that's something they have against over the Titans is their run game. Um, so this is like a 50-50 coin flip in my opinion. But give me the Raiders just cause.
Yeah,
Um,
I can agree with that. I got the
yeah.
Raiders
So
minus
Raiders,
240, but I'll definitely take that money line.
exactly.
Um, I think we know where this is going from here. The Green Bay Packers at home in Lambeau against the Bengals. Give me the Packers. We know where this
Yep,
is
I
going.
was just gonna say, give me the Packers, man. They need to get this win for their fan base and just in general. They just need it. So I just think this won't. I don't know, man. Just the Bengals, just they're so all over the place. That team, it's scary and really sad to witness. But because the Bengals are probably no longer going to be an AFC powerhouse, because Joe Burrow's, who knows if he's even going to return. I mean, at best, probably December, if he's lucky. Like, I don't know, dude. Jake Brown is not leading his team. He did have that one good game. But never say never. They're 2-3, and if the Bengals do get this win, that's huge on their program. But Green Bay needs to solidify this win. So
Yeah,
give me the Packers. Go Pack,
and
go.
and not to mention that Green Bay is the biggest split line. 13 and a half.
Oh shoot, that's a little too big. That's a little. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I understand.
The San
Um,
Francisco 49ers traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
this is a good one. I'm taking the Bucks.
Yep, I can agree with you. I'm taking the
Wow,
Bucks.
no disagreements yet, Nick.
Don't jinx it.
Oh God, I definitely think
Sunday Night Football. Detroit Lions at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Lions. Come on, dude.
Belts in hand, belt to ass. Give me the Lions.
Yep, there it is.
Um,
Lions are just. Yep. I don't know, man. That's a hard. I mean, that's crazy. Back to back threats, Jaguars and Lions for the Chiefs. I mean, they better step up their game for Sunday night.
yep. Monday night doubleheader. I think this is where we come upon our first disagreement, though. So,
No, give me the Bills.
Yes, I can agree.
Okay. Now I'm scared because it's the last game, and now we're gonna have a discussion about this.
The Bears against the Commanders.
I feel like you're gonna say the Bears,
No.
but I choose the Commanders.
This is the first
the
week we
Commanders.
have all agreements and no bet. Give
We
me
have
Washington.
to, man. It was bound to happen. I mean, yeah, our upset's gonna happen for sure, but I feel like the Commanders are definitely gonna take this one.
Yeah. This is our
So
This is our first week doing this, and we have no disagreements and no bets to place.
It's weird, but it's nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. We don't have to worry about any certain conditions, which is I'm absolutely grateful for that.
Me too.
We can all agree on all 15 weeks.
I like it, man. Good
Yeah.
stuff. No more bets. We gotta follow through with our previous ones too.
Yeah. I think next week is the deadline to follow through with everything.
Yeah. Next week is our deadline, so I got to get the wig, and you got to get me the nightlight.
Yep, and you got to do whatever the top comment says on whatever TikTok you post.
Yep.
After 24 hours, and then what was their last one? The Commanders and the Chargers. You still got to wear the pig face.
Oh my gosh. Of course you remember that. Uh which wait, what was it? The
The
pig
Hogettes.
face?
Yeah,
Dude, I am doing this soldier. Let me just wear a soldier uniform. And no, it's not stolen valor, everyone.
Yep.
But I'll
You
just
gotta pull up to the show as Major Tutty. The soldier uniform, but you gotta have the pig mask on.
I'll just do soldier uniform. Why not?
But you gotta wear the pig mask to at least honor
All right,
Major
all right,
Tutty.
all right, all right. We'll talk about that later on.
Yeah,
We'll have a phone call to discuss that.
I get paid tomorrow, so I'll definitely get you that nightlight, and then I'll get and then next week you gotta pop through with the wig, and then the week after that we'll do the soldier and the pig mask.
Exactly. Well, I think we're all good, right?
Yep, everything covered, questions answered, all within an hour time. So we are set to cut, and we'll be clear. So best of luck to everybody in week 6.